I have 2 children who have special needs. Stem cell research is important as an option to be able to look at various ways to help people with diseases like neurological diseases to be able to find a cure in the future. One of my best friends died from Lou Gehrig's disease. My mother has Alzheimer's. And if there is some potential way for a cure to be found for these diseases by using embryonic stem cells, I think it's so important to look into that research and to be able to have the government support the ability to use that research as a potential cure. I first met Dave when I went to a meeting at his office to discuss embryonic stem cell research about 3 months into his first term of Congress. He was so genuinely compassionate with us, and he was so interested in the issue and in trying to gather as much information for himself as he could. As we went through talking about the issue, he started talking about people that he knew that had these diseases and how it was important to him to be able to offer as many options and as much hope to people as possible. He went to the labs, he talked to the research people, he talked to the medical professionals and to his constituents, and he searched his own conscience. And I think what he ended up finding was that he could follow his own conscience and support stem cell research. Stem cells have a purpose, that life has a purpose. And I think that's a view that he's consistently held, that life has purpose and that life should have dignity. And I think that was what brought him to say that he would indeed support the idea of embryonic stem cell research, because the stem cells had a purpose and that they would have dignity rather than to be discarded, which was what the bill had said, that they were only looking at using embryonic stem cells that would otherwise have been discarded as medical waste. I think Dave is very careful with his approach to how he evaluates all the information that's in front of him. And I know that his style as an investigator, the importance that he puts on gathering information and processing it and evaluating it is so important to how he was able to reach the decision that he did make. I think that Dave Reichert is very unique in the fact that he doesn't make a decision for the camera. He doesn't make a decision because he feels that he has people that are pressuring him to make a decision. He waits until he knows that it's the right decision. I think that you can have a great deal of confidence in the fact that he has done so much research and that he is not going to make a decision that isn't defensible, because I think there are too many politicians that make these knee-jerk reactions, and Dave isn't one of them. Dave is very careful, and he is going to go and do that research before he reaches a conclusion that's going to have an impact on his constituents.